If you're looking for amazing off-road prowess and amazing luxurious on-road manners, you should check out the Land Rover Defender. Defender basically put Land Rover on the map. I'm sure you've seen so many of those African safaris where they've had those old Land Rovers going through the bush for very good reason. You know, the Land Rover has been used in African safaris. The British have used it in the military, kind of like as their version of a Humvee. And it's been a hallmark to the Land Rover brand for decades and decades. There was a departure from the Defender nameplate in the United States market for a little bit. The Defender was sold in the 2-door and 4-door version up into the 90s in the US market. The previous Defender was kind of more like a Jeep Wrangler. It was pretty crude. It looked really cool, but you know, if you looked at the interior and stuff, it was very, very utilitarian, not very luxurious. And they passed a law in the United States where everything, including SUVs and trucks, needed to have airbags. For the amount of Land Rovers, Defenders that Land Rover was selling, they didn't see it making any sense to spend the money to add airbags to it, so they just decided to continue it from the US market. And immediately, it seemed overnight, since they discontinued it, the Defender prices of those older Defenders just shot through the roof. 80, 90, 100,000, I don't know, I haven't even looked today. I'm sure they're even a lot higher now for those really cool examples. So the Defender was departed from the US market for quite a while, but recently Land Rover has reintroduced Defender, and it has come back with amazing off-road prowess. The exterior styling does have design cues from the original Defender, but I can tell you it's a lot more refined, a lot more luxurious than the previous models, but not quite so as much as like a regular Range Rover. Like, for instance, we have a beautiful Range Rover autobiography right at the time of making this video. That is like a super luxury vehicle. I mean, even though that has amazing off-road prowess itself, you know, that thing is so, you know, pretty. I wouldn't want to take it, you know, off-roading, where this is a little bit more utilitarian. If you look at the floor, it's not a carpeted floor, it's a rubber floor. You look at the doors and the materials, this thing is designed to go off the beaten path. It's designed to get dirty, and it's designed, you know, to live a little bit harder life and stand up to it than your regular run-of-the-mill vehicles. But yet, for everyday driving, it is still wonderful. This has a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, pumping out 300 horsepower. This is a one-owner clean Carfax example, where it recently traded in, tad under 11,000 miles. And you have a beautiful, completely digital screen for the gauge cluster with analog-style gauges. You have a nice infotainment screen here with navigation. You have a parking camera, a nice overhead camera. Also Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatible. And also the cool thing about the parking cameras, you have an on-road version, you have an off-road version, and you have a towing camera as well. So obviously they're thinking about an active lifestyle when developing you know, the cameras and stuff for this vehicle. Nice comfortable heated seats, heated steering wheel. The interior is very nice, but it's very simplistic too compared to, you know, the Range Rovers. I like kind of the exposed you know, machine heads and stuff on the doors. They have a big panoramic roof to allow lots of natural light in the interior, with a power sensor to dim things down. We have the original build sheet on this one. This has the this is a Defender 110S. So this is the 4-door model. They also make a shorter wheelbase 2-door model. I think they call it the 90, Defender 90. So this has the optional air suspension pack, $1,600, definitely a little bit more, you know, geared towards someone wanting to go off-road. Trailer hitch with electrical connector, $675. Advanced off-road compatibility package, $750. Opening panoramic sunroof, $1,800. We have the off-road pack, $1,550. We have the cold climate pack, $700. 40/20 40 folding heated rear seats with center armrest, $500. Then we have the basic interior protection package, $565. Emergency pack, $65. Must be like a, you know, road hazard kit. You have this ebony morzine headlining. Maybe it's a nicer headliner. That was $365. And there you have it. Of course, you can print out a copy or email you one if you want to peruse that to yourself. You have an 8-speed automatic transmission. Pairs really nicely with that turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. Lots of storage, USB connectivity. Really nice, well thought out interior. You can see storage all over the place. You have a nice wireless charging pad. It's almost like you could use it like as a cooler or something like that. Pretty cool. The Meridian audio system. The Defender really looks nice and white, and if you are going off-road and you're going to encounter like brush and tree branches which are going to scrape the vehicle, white's going to stand up to that and be a lot easier to clean up versus a darker color like black, which is going to show every little itty-bitty scratch, especially in direct sunlight. And I think this thing looks great in white. I like how you have the contrasting black colors too. It goes really nicely with the white exterior. Really nice looking vehicle. Plenty of seat space in the rear. This is like a mid-size vehicle, not a full size, not a compact, so it's a great vehicle for the family. I'm 6'2". I have lots of interior space back here. You have this removable coat hook. I think you can also get like DVD players and stuff like that to pop in, or like a coat hanger. We have heated seats for the rear, lots of USB-C connectivity. You have the nice rubber floor mats and the rubber floor, easy to clean. Will stand up really nice to dirt and mud. I like how they have the spare tire mounted on the outside. You have a full-size spare. When they mount the tire on the inside, it really takes up a lot of interior space, and there's really not that much space back here for a spare tire, as you can see. So it's nice that they keep it in the back. A little bit extra storage under there. Then we have the jack. We have a power outlet here. Lots of storage. These seats fold down. You can see that they have protection on the back of the seats. You have protection here. You have this button right here to has an air suspension, so you can lower and raise the rear of the vehicle, maybe making, you know, taking things in and out a little bit easier. I like how they also have like the windows as well, letting a little bit more ambient light inside. And this thing with a little over 11,000 miles is pretty much in near new condition, hardly a mark on it. Beautiful shape inside and out. Honestly, I'm a little smitten with this thing. You know, luckily us living here in the Pacific Northwest, we have so many great places to go off-roading. I was doing some light off-roading in our Infiniti SUV, which is definitely not up to doing you know, technical stuff like this thing is geared to do. You know, we were up in Wilkinson, and we were going on some forest service roads into Mount Rainier National Park. Absolutely beautiful service roads. My Infiniti was able to handle those, but I was kind of teased. I could see all these little you know, trails going off the main dirt road, and they were obviously a lot more technical, and I didn't dare to go in a place like that with my Infiniti. And I was just imagining, oh, if I had a vehicle like this, I could really explore the great outdoors. And in the Pacific Northwest, there's so many places. We have Mount Rainier National Park, lots of trails near there. There's trails all over the peninsula, like Tahuya. There's some great trails out there. You can go to you know, eastern Washington, like Moses Lake. You have like the dunes. Then you have the you know, southern Oregon, where you have the dunes down there. There's just so many awesome places to go out, you know, off-roading, and you don't need to go rock crawling and do technical stuff. There's lots of you know, different levels of off-roading. You know, just like driving on some dirt roads, seeing some nice scenery, or maybe a little bit tougher than that. You can kind of pick and choose what you want to do, but luckily for us, we have just a whole you know, amazing outdoor lifestyle out here in the great Pacific Northwest. There's that awesome turbocharged engine, 300 horsepower. There are larger engines available, but honestly, for something like this, this 300 horsepower is plenty of power for a vehicle like this, and it pairs nicely to the 8-speed automatic transmission. We have complimentary delivery to Washington, Oregon, and Idaho. We can put this in our car hauler, we can tow it to you. So if our mobile delivery service, this beautiful Defender 110 can be all yours without leaving your neighborhood or even your driveway. Thanks for watching, hope to see you soon, and have a wonderful day.